Ready to learn some new chords? Welcome to Guitar Chords Info Stream, Phase 6, Sus4 chords, Part 1. In Part 1, what I want to do is to teach you how to resolve the D sus4 chord to D major chord. And before I explain it, I'll play what I'm going to teach you, and that'll give you some idea of what it sounds like. And making the commentary, it'll make more sense when I do it. So here goes. D sus4 to D. Oops. Better get in the right fret. Right. Or get my left hand in the right position. So now, how to play this new sus4 chord. It's exactly like the D chord that you learned back in Phase 3, but what you do is just take your fourth finger and put it on the first string at the 3rd fret, and then you just take it off to go back to D. And when you go from D to D sus4, you don't have to move your second finger off the first string. You can just keep it there the whole time. I'll try to show you what I mean without the chord so you can see what I'm talking about better here. See here, I've got my second finger on the first string at the 2nd fret, just like I would when playing the D chord. So if I was to put my 4th finger in the 3rd fret, I would be playing that note. And then when I want to go back to the other note that I played before, I just lift the 4th finger up. See, I don't have to lift the 2nd finger up to go from one to the other. And that's how you do when you go from D sus4 to D and back. You don't have to let go of the D chord at all, just add that 4th finger in. So just to be safe and make sure everyone's understanding, I'm going to go ahead and break the sus4 chord down one string at a time. The 4th string we would play open. The 3rd string, you'd have your first finger at the 2nd fret, just like you would when playing D. And then on the 2nd string, you'd have your 3rd finger at the 3rd fret, just like when you're playing D. And then on the 1st string, you'd have your 4th finger at the 3rd fret. And then when you want to go back to D, well, you just put your finger right back in the 2nd fret where it was when you played D. So it's real simple to go from D sus4 to D. So with your guitar, I think it would be good for you to just first practice strumming your D sus4 and then your D. Just strum it and hold it. As a matter of fact, when you're first learning to play the chord, you may play your D chord and then hold everything down with the D chord. Don't let go of it at all, but just put your 4th finger there on the 1st string at the 3rd fret. And then when you can do that, maybe strum each one of them twice. Strum, for instance, strum the D sus4 twice, and then the D twice. It doesn't matter how fast or how slow you do it, just do it everything at your own pace. Now when we do two each, for instance, two D sus4s and two Ds, we're still in 4/4 time. We're just doing 2 beats of D sus4 and 2 beats of D, because these sus4 chords would probably get monotonous if you did each one for 4 beats. If you did D sus4 for 4 beats and then D for 4 beats, but you could if you wanted to. I just prefer to do it the other way. So that'll give you a little something to work on, and you'll be learning a new chord and new sounds for your ear, and you'll also be using the 4th finger, which as I've said before, all of our 4th fingers need more exercise. So spend some time enjoying the sounds of D sus4, and when you're ready, I'll see you in part 2, and there we'll learn another sus chord. And for now, please help the channel and like, comment, and subscribe.